And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, I'm gonna really.
Public Enemy was great. I don't think I'm gonna miss the song much more than I missed Public Enemy.
I feel like our new song that we know though is gonna make me like dance around the room a little bit first.
Oh no, I definitely think it'll raise the energy. But there's certain moments in the song I like getting to that I'm like, this is a great intro song. Oh hey, it's Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Okerson.
That was distracting. You see, it shows our frequency of our voices. What screen was that? That was crazy.
I don't like it though.
Bing bang. See if we can make shapes. It is the Lost Tapes, everybody.
Which means
on
Terminator
the
Timeline.
Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Terminator Timeline, full disclosure. Black Lou still wearing his jersey from just ripping an interview.
Yeah, getting
with the great Dak Prescott. Well, he says he's great.
Well,
I mean, Lou thinks he's great.
Black Lou thinks he's great. He actually, you know what? Let me say this. He is great. He was a fun dude.
Very good guy.
Yeah.
He was indeed a very, very good guy. He was willing to deal with all my bullshit. So, how do you say something wrong with that? And he's promoting a wonderful cause, ReadyRaiseRise.com, which is a cancer...
that interview will be next week, right?
Yeah, it's coming out next week.
Yeah, so check it out.
But I mean, the energy in the room has been defined by it, though. I mean, Lou is in heaven.
All-star. Yeah, Lou was smitten with Dak Prescott. And
Lou brought in his whitest friend to watch it all happen so he can assert his black dominance over his white friend again.
He brought in stuntman Johnny Manziel.
Come on, white boy. I'll get you to meet your favorite quarterback.
I mean, Jay, you didn't look at his face, so I didn't get... I just wanted
Johnny
credit.
Manziel?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
I was hoping you were like in... Because I got him first with it, and then I was like, I got to use that again when Jay gets here, because Jay would appreciate it. In a way, you look like a very athletic white quarterback.
You do. Have you been friends with Black Lou for a long, long time?
Yeah, we go way back.
Does he call your mom Miss whatever her first name is?
Miss Natalie, can I have a fruit by the foot?
You know he does.
Oh,
hi, Miss Natalie.
Yeah. Did any of my black friends call my mom Miss Trish?
She's like, Lou?
No one called my mom Miss Trish.
Every black friend I had called my mom Miss Terry.
Really?
In fact, my friend Randy Relaford still calls my mom Miss Terry when I speak to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Miss Terry? Johnny Jones or Jumadre, his brother, never called my mom Miss Trish. None of the Marcuses.
I'll say what they did call her. Late night.
Hey, you shut your goddamn mouth. If you know my mom, she's into Latins. Trish likes salsa.
Your mom's an old tow truck driver.
She likes salsa, not grits.
This is an exciting Lost Tapes. We've been kind of prepping for this one for almost 2 weeks.
Well, you texted it to me when I was in Europe, and it was one of those things where it always happens whether I'm in fucking Canada or, I mean, that's really only where I am. Usually when I'm in Canada, you'll have something for me to watch on Netflix. That I can't get to because it's not Netflix US.
They won't let you see it in other countries.
And this is definitely one they wouldn't let you see overseas.
Most certainly, I feel this would be a problem overseas, but it's a fantastic documentary.
And it's one of those ones where you watch it, and it's just so interesting, and it's so... the woman that made it is...
made by documentary Dion Han. Am I saying her name right?
I believe so. Dion Han.
Dia
Han. She...
Can you look, Christina, with the director's name? I mean, the actual documentarian. Dia Khan. Sorry. I want to give her...
At Dia Khan.
She won an Emmy Award before. Documentary filmmaker. She is... I think it's funny. I talked to Dave Smith about this. He was not a fan of this documentary as I was.
Oh, you mean alt-right Dave Smith?
Alt-right Dave Smith. Yeah. White-right Dave Smith?
Yeah.
No, not at all. But he just, I don't know, whatever reason, he just didn't share my...
He's always great at breaking that shit down, though.
Sure. No, I'm sure he has his reasons, and I'm sure they're valid reasons. I was taken back by this just because she does something very, very ballsy. The documentary is called White Right Meeting the Enemy. Dia Khan goes... She's a Muslim.
From Norway, I believe, but of Pakistani heritage.
And
I could be wrong about that, but I believe her parents are from Pakistan, right?
It's probably all right there on her Twitter.
Pakistan, if I'm back in Colorado.
Pakistan?
Not to show them I'm not just some fucking New York liberal. Pakistan. Where is she from?
She has a Pakistani father, and she was raised in Norway.
But she is Pakistani.
She was raised in Norway, okay.
She is gorgeous.
And an Afghan mother.
Afghan mother. That makes her sound like her mom's a blanket.
Yeah, her mom's a blanket, and her dad's a lonely Pakistani. Just beating it right into that thing.
Yeah, her mom's a down comforter, and her dad's Irish.
That's how you make hot Muslim chicks.
Yeah, you want a real mayonnaise fatso O lineman?
Yeah,
Irishman and a down comforter.
Yeah, you beat off in a scarf.
Yeah, it'd be
Hot
great
Muslim.
if you fucked inanimate objects and made babies. You're like, I fucked my pillow. Turns out it's a Japanese dwarf.
She does a very, very ballsy thing here in this documentary and takes it right to... I don't want to play too much of it that's extraneous that we don't have to play. I can explain. But she says she had done a documentary on the BBC dealing with race, and she got a lot of hate mail sent to her, emails, and she shows them
throughout the documentary. She brings up multiple, and you could tell there's a lot because she never repeats the same one. We're almost
she repeats one thing a lot because
the
of the skin,
shit
skin.
Where she
something they call her is a shit skin because she's not black, so she's not eating the same kind of amount of shit or a different kind of shit, I should say, than someone who's black or Jewish. And I guess shit skin is a nice blanket term for anybody brown or black.
Yeah, anyone non-white, I believe the guy says in the documentary.
And Lou, write that down in your journal of racist terms.
Yeah. If you're trying to drop a dossier to get us kicked out, he goes, once they called me shit skin. You can find it. He takes it out of context where it's just this episode of us going shit skin, and he goes
shit skin.
He said it there.
He goes, guys, I'm your friend. Please don't hurt me like this.
He edited that. He edited that. White Lou taught him how to edit that.
We're like, Lou, you did a really great job with Dak Prescott. It's like, shit skin. You did a really great job at being a shit skin.
Yeah. Is this your friend? Do you go far back with shit skin? Like, oh, dude, come on, man. Come on. That was edited out of context.
They would make it seem like he got Stockholm syndrome where it's like, well, listen to him interviewing Dak Prescott. Hey, shit skin. Do you play Madden? Shit skin. Do you?
He went too hard.
Who's your favorite teammate?
The guy listening to it goes, this is too edited. It's all you just used the same shit skin with the same tone.
Maybe you should have taken different versions of the guy saying shit skin.
It's all the same.
Shit skin.
And he goes,
shit skin.
I'm over here. Shit skin.
Shit skin.
But that's one of the ones that she repeats. But she does every time she interviews one of these the leaders of these groups. She uses she reads them tweets or emails that she received from white supremacists
right
after this BBC piece aired.
And what she does, so she makes this documentary when she comes to America, basically, digs in. We're going to get to that for sure.
I'm sorry, it's on the screen, and I just want to...
What, man? Where would you find and who? Is it Jacob? Something his name's coming up. I believe his name's Jacob. Not our Jacob.
Never.
All of white people is Jacob.
All white.
No, she does a balls to the wall thing, and she comes to America and starts interviewing kind of every level of white supremacist.
Well, not only is it brave that she does the different levels, where she does very local, small guys. She goes nationally large, and some that are
not even local and small. I'm saying more like she goes to the boots on the ground, skinhead.
Well, what I found interesting was her timing in this situation. She came to America and filmed these guys right before Charlottesville, both the a Ku Klux Klan rally that wasn't as televised, but it was. I remember seeing news clips about it. And then the one where the demonstrator, the anti, what were they called? Not Antifa, but it was the woman that died she was protesting against the alt-right.
Right, yeah. And she just went and crashed into people and killed them.
She didn't crash. She got killed. As a alt-right.
Hit by the car.
Yeah, so she's actually with the alt-right movement marching. Filming them. I mean, she's filming these guys, and by the way, has access to them in the parking garage.
She goes right in with them. But she goes against like the skinhead level, taking it all the way up to, and what I think we're going to spend a big amount of time on, Richard Spencer.
Yeah, she interviews Richard Spencer. Alt-right. But what I love that she does is, this is something that is always fun when people have a multi-cam documentary and they have different angles. We'll get to that point, but she just does a really good job of setting up a shot and then giving a different camera angle to give you a different angle on that person where you're like, that's hilarious.
She lets them do everything they want to do. She just fly on the walls. She's like a true documentarian as far as that goes. They ask to hang racist propaganda behind them when they're doing the interviews. She says, whatever you want, whatever you want to do. You know, do the thing you want to do.
Yeah.
But she puts on a helmet and a vest and marches with him and films it. You know, wearing a helmet because
I mean, you see her at the Charlottesville protest, not near where the person died, but in the actual march, and she's wearing the helmet, and she's in it. She's getting pepper sprayed.
Yeah, what's the guy? Louis Theroux. You know who that is? Louis Theroux. It does a lot of documentaries like this, immersive documentaries. He's great.
Okay.
And he dives in. He's done... what's the church? Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah,
he jumps in with them,
Westboro
and he's
Baptist
out there, and he's there when they throw things. He ends up getting hit with things, too, and he's nowhere near on their side.
Yeah, of course.
But, you know, you kind of, you get in those situations where you're just got to dive into it. But I think she does an amazing job. I found this to be very interesting. I thought everyone in this room will have major opinions on it. Black Lou, buckle up, buddy.
Jacob,
I bet you got some thoughts on this.
Get your yarmulke throwing stars ready to throw at the TV.
It really, though, it's... I think, you know, my early thesis on this would be that this is so rooted in fear. You know what I mean? Like, it's the whole reaction these guys are having. All this alt-right, white-right, they're just such scared
Well, I think what's interesting,
people.
I agree
and
with
it's
you.
prey. It's people who it's manipulators, and they're very easily manipulated.
Well, it's the people that
there's
are
nothing in between.
It's all, and they say it several times. The guy says it, and well, he will probably get to him first. I know we will. He's the one that's in Detroit, and he says, you know, these people are easy to manipulate because they're in these tough.
They're broke.
Economic times. But really what I found interesting is a lot of the guys that seem to be the linchpins of some of these organizations, these loud mouthpieces, all seem to have the common theme, which we're definitely going to fucking keep bringing up. They seem to be closeted homosexuals. Something that's interesting about living in New York City is, and it's the week of Pride. Pride's this weekend. What I found interesting living in Colorado, Arizona, and then New York is when you're around a lot of gay people, you realize, just like being exposed to anybody, you realize it's just a lifestyle that doesn't necessarily impede on your lifestyle. It can bump up against it, and it can but like these guys, I think, come from communities where homosexuality is such a scarlet letter and such a fear, and it's really just a fear of themselves that's why get ready for gay white supremacist to just be. Because
Milo is a gay white supremacist, pretty much. He's so full of self-hate.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
But there is, and
I call that gay.
Yeah,
is Milo a white supremacist?
He
has a black version.
I thought he has like a black boyfriend.
I don't know. I don't really know a lot about him, so I can't speak on him. I just know
he had a black boyfriend. No, I mean he's just like
I'll retract white supremacist.
No, what he is, what Milo is like he's a gay
shit starter,
super conservative. I mean, he's almost. I don't know if he's racist as much as it is.
I don't know anything about the guy, but
a little bit of an elitist.
But
maybe
I'm talking about specifically White Right Meeting the Enemy, the documentary.
This documentary is. I mean, there's enough gays in this to be a dance party, and not one of them is not part of the supremacy movement or the alt-right.
Like, if I love anything more than just hot, chiseled bodies, it's iron crosses.
And I will not retract this. It is to my belief would be, I would bank heavy on Richard Spencer, for sure, is a gay man hiding behind I've never seen the guy talk. I've heard his name 1,000 times. I've known his thing. But when this guy, everything from his posture to his voice to what he's saying, holy shit, this guy just chugs balls.
It reminds me of Christy Knows Best. Have you seen that show?
Oh, Crisley knows best.
The only reason I see that is
totally,
it's on before wrestling, which is such a hilarious back-to-back. So when I DVR, it comes on and he's like, sister, get your ass upstairs. Honey, we got to do something. And you're like, well, they made a whole show about a southern man that can't accept his sexuality, so he has a whole family.
Sunday family makeovers, bitches!
Dude. Here's Crisley Knows Best.
Will you throw a ball with me, Dad? Ball? I'll gargle some balls with you, you bitch.
Oh, God.
Get in your room.
You're such a bitch. Here it is.
You're not drinking that soda.
Daddy.
We're trying to keep you light in your loafers.
You gotta watch who you're talking to.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a gay father. Your kids
kids
when
walk
you're
right
closet
through
father, your kids just go like, "Shut up, fruit cup. I'll be in my room."
He goes, "Is it that obvious?" He goes, "Is someone up past his bedtime?" He's like, "Is someone dipping a dick in a pussy when it should be a butt?" And he goes, "Ooh, touche."
I'm trying to boof your mom in here, kiddo.
Oh, God. Stop it. I had to douse her in cologne even to get me half hard.
Luckily, your mom's got the body of a softball catcher.
Yeah. She goes, ever since we put her in CrossFit, she's got shoulders like a backer.
I wished I had some Katy Perry.
Some what?
Has it been already that Chris Lee looks like a Nick Swartzen character?
That's so goddamn fun. I was just thinking that.
Picture this voice is now saying to you, blacks need to go back to Africa, sister.
Yeah, where he goes. And another thing is, the Jews control the media. Those scary Jews.
Do you know how much their dicks hurt your butts?
Oh, gross. We're talking about by the way, all the ones that we want out are large-cocked heathens.
Yeah. I mean, particularly the Congo kind. You know what I mean? Those real hole splitters.
Anyone from Sub-Sahara that's just tearing and leaving. Give me a nice Nordic skinny dick. I want something that goes down easy like a martini. Anyways, white power!
I mean, leave the Puerto Ricans.
Oh, God, and especially the Dominicans.
With all their uncircumcised dicks, like God gave them a built-in condom.
Oh, they can just talk about catch and release. You want to start this documentary?
I do.
And Crisley, just, have one dick. See how it feels.
Oh, I bet he's had tons of dick.
That USA money? There's definitely a Filipino boy in his dressing room.
Oh, he definitely is 69 with the burn notice guy.
Yeah.
I could. I mean, if you wanted me to.
There was the suits.
If you want me to.
There was the suits piss party.
The suits piss party.
All these USA shows are dumping.
I'm trying to think of other one. I can't think of Burn Notice is my only
Burn Notice was great. That's the only reason it made me think of Suits.
There's something about a doctor somewhere else.
Yeah. I could go old school. You want to go Pacific Blue, or you want to go Silk Stockings?
Silk Stockings is pretty great.
Dude, I was
Up All Night with Rhonda Shear.
God, up all night. I loved USA. I was guaranteed that's where Vanilla Dan was born.
It was like bra tits.
Dude, Vanilla Dan was born there, man. I lived in there.
Right.
I lived in USA's programming of Doogie Howser during the day and fucking over-the-top cleavage at night.
Oh, you were beaten into Wanda?
Yeah. And instead I was going, what power? Hey, everybody, it's me.
Who was Vinny's girlfriend? Wasn't she the hotter one?
Yeah, she definitely was, because she was kind of the bimbo, right?
Wanda was fine.
She was all right.
She was fine. I mean, she's putting out young.
Goddamn right she is.
I could be mistaken on this, but I believe on Stern, didn't Neil Patrick Harris say he actually did fuck around with Wanda? Like in real life? What, didn't maybe he lost his virginity to her or something?
I think they did mess around a little.
I think they did a little
Good
bit,
for
yeah.
MPH, man. That dude's lived a great life.
I know. He came out. No one cared. They've embraced him more. He got a second career with that Harold and Kumar thing, being like the asshole.
Yeah, and then he jumped to 2.5 Men. Where he
Not 2.5 Men. He got the
How I Met Your Mother.
I Met
He's
Your Mother.
great in How I Met Your Mother.
Who he's a fucking total dick. He's great at hosting shit. and
Unbelievable.
Very likable.
Dude, when I saw him host, I believe it was the Tonys. I saw his opening monologue, and I was like, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, he did great. Yeah.
Go.
He also does great Halloween family portraits with his family.
He seems happy. MPH for the win. See, alt-right, white supremacist, closeted gay men. You can have a great life if you lean into who you are.
Yeah, look at this. Jesus Christ.
I love it.
Really goes for it. Oh, to be wealthy and gay.
Oh, God. But you know how much fucking timing that took? When you're straight, you go, can you just suck me off and we can watch Halloween H2O?
Gold-plated butt plugs.
He goes, how about this year? We do the original cast of Carrie. You go, I was just thinking I could just suck your dick and we could eat some candy corn.
No. Piper Laurie said it's okay.
Can I give you a blowjob with fireballs in my mouth?
Can I suck you off with just using my mind power, my mind's eye?
Yeah. Can I dress up as as Professor X who has to roll around in a wheelchair because he got boofed too hard?
No. Now get in the closet and pray, bitch.
I'm Wolverine!
Snicked.
Yeah. Let's start the documentary. Because there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, I have notes. I took notes.
I got some time codes. Do you guys want to start with this guy, though, yeah?
Oh.
Right off the bat?
Well, I don't know if he says it right away. He comes back at the end.
Yeah, he comes back.
This is the cold open, but his voice makes me happy.
Yes. I am the daughter of immigrants. I am a Muslim. I am a feminist. I am a lefty liberal.
I wouldn't
I
have ever
see your face,
guessed.
and what I want to ask you is, am I your enemy?
You're not subjectively my enemy. It annoys me tremendously when I'm told by some immigrant or a child of immigrants that the only reason my country is worthwhile is because people like them have come here. It's as if to say, my ancestors...
It's worthwhile. Because you're going to tell me that white people is not worthwhile.
You're going to tell me that white isn't worthwhile.
Oh, well, what a whippersnapper you are.
Well, I would call you a bit of a whore.
Real hard to take anyone seriously with a speech impediment, even of that kind.
Because can I tell you that whites are the, without a doubt, the both withholding.
I'll tell you what, whites are where it's at. They're so with it.
I don't know, man. There's a cute Dominican chick in my class. I'm done.
No.
Oh, but listen to the wonders of being white.
That's one of my favorite things is that the girls, she's a very attractive girl, so just seeing these bumpkin whites, like having hot girl
Thank you, Christine.
nervousness.
When you watch this documentary at home, understand something, that most of these guys that she interviews are dorks. And so when they're finally in a room with a smoking hot girl, Jay said it best while we were watching it. He goes, they abandon all of their values.
They don't believe anything.
They don't believe in anything.
At least on the lowest level. The bumpkin, boots on the ground, lunatic who's going out there to
Who's
march
going like,
and fucking
get out of here, monkey!
Screaming the N-word at people and stuff on the streets with like a shield and a
He
fucking
gives
flag.
that up the second a cute brown girl winks at him.
Cute brown girl goes, well, I mean, like, you know, you seem like a nice guy. He goes, what do you, man, this hurts.
She goes, but I guess you would consider me your friend? He goes,
shut up! Yeah, you're pretty, I don't care.
He goes, well, you get to looking at me like that, and I start feeling all different. She goes, what do you say, that I turn you on? More than the thought of an ethno-cleansing state.
I mean, you turn on my mind and think about things.
Oh, you give me a different perspective like mushrooms. Oh, I like this. Let's get back to where's Waldo?
Build a dung heap. And I don't doubt your goodwill, but your goodwill is objectively going to lead to the oblivion of my people. I'm sorry, there is no other way to see it.
I'll have a turkey neck.
So this is, so that's the cold open of the documentary. And she is...
I'm an activist and filmmaker.
Beautiful.
When I was 6 years old, my father took me to my first rally against racism.
Against black people. Whoa, twist! I was one of them.
I wanted all the Negroes out of Norway.
You go,
both of them.
Oh my God, Daryl! You wanted Daryl and Jermaine out of here?
Yes.
I do not like blacks.
It's my one thing.
That's always like the crazy thing with me is when someone that is from like India or some you know, they have the caste system, and then they're like American racism, and you're like, okay, yeah, absolutely American racism. What's up about where you're from?
Yeah,
y'all got a group called the Untouchables. You don't look and touch them. Like, listen, American racism's fucked up and it's systemic and it's caused by fucking, you know, slavery.
But everyone keeps their clit.
But yeah, but there is sometimes like that where you're like, where you see that on social media where they're like, I have an Indian background and I'll tell you that there's racism. And you go, yeah, what's up with India?
Yeah.
Can we go back? Because y'all still have it. That'd be like if you're South African and apartheid was still going on and you're over here going, and another thing, Colin Kaepernick can't, and you go, you got apartheid.
You gotta tell the
You wash your
story
clothes in elephant shit.
You gotta tell the story from South Africa where you were with somebody who did that.
What, that,
You're in South Africa and apartheid had just ended, and a guy was like, just
Todd
a black
Lynn.
man in America. And you're like,
Todd
what?
Lynn, that was the best. This is 14 years ago.
God damn it. I already know this is going and I can't wait because it's
14 years ago. Is when I met Jim Jeffries. I was out in South Africa doing the Cape Town Comedy Festival.
Okay.
And we got out there. We're in a transport. It's the first time all the comics from everywhere are meeting each other.
Okay.
Thank you, Lou.
He's the best.
And all the comics got to meet each other in this transport for the first time. We're all, it's a festival, so it's always one of those things where it's like, right away, there's always that camaraderie. you don't know who's who, especially from other countries. If this is the hack of that place or the cornball or the joke, whatever. Just
I love that in Montreal's where you really first see it and you go, "You've never seen Jean Francanton? He's selling out. He's got his own arena show tonight." And that's where you go in and he's like, "Myself is here, mon enfant, bah, bah, bah," and everyone's laughing. You're like, "This guy does not seem funny."
I always think it goes, the hot ticket is Gad Emre. I'm like, nothing. And then I see it on Netflix and I still can't pronounce it. Even phonetically, I'm like, Gad Emre.
You have never seen the Finnish comedian, Norges Ragenbygel?
He does a whole bit about how winter should just be all the time. And you're like, I don't like it.
I'll tell you what I want to do on the show one time. We've talked about it, I think, and we should.
Yeah. We'll do it next week.
Watch a comedy special from another country and read the subtitles. It does not translate funny.
Can I tell you something?
All.
That Nick Mullen...
Have you ever gone car shopping and when you get there, all they have is red?
Please, we have to have Nick Mullen on the show for that because he sends me these clips
Foreign comedy?
Of foreign comedy, but it's Indian dudes speaking Burmese. It might be in Burma. It might be, it's a different language, but they're doing black comedy in a different language, and you can tell what the jokes are. He sent it to me like 6 months ago, and I totally forgot about it. He's like, I can't stop watching these videos. He's like, you can see where they're going.
I use all the streaming services. I can't think of which one it is, but one of them has like the Queen of Comedy or something.
Yeah.
It's like foreign...
Yes.
It's like foreign competition.
Yes.
Female comedian.
Anyways, back to South Africa. So you're talking. You're at the Transpo van. You're meeting Jim Jeffries.
No, we're all in it. We're all in it. And Todd Lynn, and Al Lubell. They really did send
what a crack squad.
They did not send a good group out there to represent America. I'd say for what we're capable of as being as people or not weird. And I was the most normal person of the Americans, and I was going through a life-changing event at the time, too.
Yeah.
I just got caught cheating terribly. I didn't know what the future of my life was around my daughter.
This is the story you touch on it in your This Is Not Happening. You say I had to go to South Africa for a comedy festival, you can go watch Jay's This Is Not Happening, and this is the story inside the story.
Yes. So I'm out there, Todd Lynn, me, Al Lubell, and Jim Jeffries is the most notable of the other comics and a bunch of other guys from other countries, including South Africa. And they're in the car and everyone's going around, and I think Jim Jeffries even asked, he's like, Mike, he said, he goes, why, what do you have such a bad attitude on your face for, or whatever, what's wrong? And he goes, because I'm a black man living in America, man, that's why I got a bad attitude about it, and so,
Yeah.
And then everyone just got weirdly quiet.
Yeah.
Like 5-6 minutes of not talking, and we've stopped at a gas station. And the driver, George, who was a lovely man, who was he drove us around the whole time we were there, and as a black guy from South Africa, very sweet. He didn't say anything, but he left the car, and for some reason, Todd and maybe one other person left the car.
Yeah.
And I kind of gave the, hey guys, sorry about Todd. He's an all right guy, man. He just plays the villain. He just he'll come around, dude. You'll see. He's an alright guy. And they go, oh yeah, that's fine, but I mean, that's a pretty weird thing to say. I'm like, yeah, and he was like, I mean, apartheid ended here. Basically, slavery ended here. Basically, 11 years ago at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man, what a real foot in the mouth fucking thing to say.
Yeah, showing up and just being like, y'all don't even know how it is as a black man in America. They're like, I wasn't allowed to have water until 2000.
It was 11 years, 11 or 12 years past that.
Jesus.
Apartheid only, and even with that decade passing, I still felt when I would go to the hotel and speak to the black staff, very
hey, what's up,
guys? Would you like me to get to? No, I got it, man. Don't worry about it. Oh, please don't go away for that. They're very they look down. They're very no, I should be doing this for you.
Yeah,
it was a very it was awkward, man. Very awkward.
Think about how long after the end of slavery the civil rights movement was. Think about how many. It was hundreds of years before it actually all came together.
It's just weird to think about internet.
And the driver, I'm saying the driver. The driver of the transport over the course of time, because Carl ended up coming out there.
Okay.
And meeting me out there, and the driver thing was he was great. He loved us. He would give us extra, if we were hey, if we give you a couple bucks, can you take us on a trip to this place we all want to see or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And he was super accommodating and really nice, and actually always kind of had a weird thing with Todd.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gotta be crazy as a...
I think they already have a thing with American black guys and whatever they consider the plight to be or not be. versus a guy just smashing it in your fucking face when he says it.
Well,
too.
Black Lou is just shaking his head. As a black man in America, Lou, do you think like African?
They don't like us at all.
At all.
They don't like us at all.
Why?
We're the ones that got taken. We're pussies.
And they
really?
said at the end of the day, like, yeah.
What a weird thing. Like, you're like, yeah, but then we corrected, we got out. And they go, I don't care.
Well, because technically, but yeah, I know, but because technically, and support me or tell me if I'm wrong, Lou, on this. I think because they said those are the ones that got out because it happened in America for some time and then was like corrected or was at least in path to being corrected. Where again, slavery's been over in America for generations upon generation. But it's been now what? 25 years since apartheid, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a crazy amount of time, so it's like, it was actually, the conditions there were so much worse, so they're almost like, well, you got over here and went through the shit over here, but then it turns out that, you know,
yeah, we got it.
You can buy a current player's football jersey.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for it to be airdropped in.
I just said hundreds of years because in my head, knowing the timelines, that's what you think. And I look up that slavery is abolished in 1865.
Yeah, June 19th.
And civil rights are in that. And you're like, oh, wow, it wasn't even 100 years between that. And to think that we were in slavery like 100 years before civil rights seems insane now.
But I think the original point was that it is insane. And it's just crazy when you compare racism to different countries. And I think America is such a large cultural center that ours is the focal point of a lot of our culture that's made, whether it be hip-hop or movies or TV, you know, especially now we're a lot more
sneakerheads,
you know, I'm talking
pants,
about disc videos. That's what I was just gonna say. You know, trolling other rappers on the street, letting the bitch asses know who's coming. World star hip-hop.
It's great to be in a time where you do have white people emulating black culture, though, because I mean that never was gonna happen 150 years ago.
But it is
a rich kid comes out wearing rags and shit, with like shackles on his fist. He goes, "What's up, dude? No, this is the thing now."
He goes, I grew up around a lot of slaves. And you're like, what? Oh, no, I would go out to the slave quarters and just kick it.
How has this sketch not been done to
a
the fucking wiggers of the slave days?
A wigger on a plantain.
Just a white kid, like,
and he goes, I'll say.
He got his hair afroed out and shit. He's like, I don't care.
It starts with his dad. He goes, well, has anyone seen Theodore today? And he goes, I heard he was down with one of them house Negroes down by the river. He goes, oh, God damn it.
Trying to start a cipher.
Yeah, and he goes, he's trying to do a hymn. He's trying to do a low hymn. He's like, I'll sing the river.
He's like, yo, 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 wave in the water.
Sweet
wave in the water.
Go,
son, get away from those slaves. Yo, Dad, you don't even know what's up.
He goes, oh, Pappy. He's like TikTok slave talk to him. He goes, stop talking like that. I am the plantation master.
All right, y'all. Massa called me back for dinner and shit. So
you know, Massa ain't even fuck his bitch right.
Yo, you guys keep it real. I'll sneak
y'all. Stop it.
Y'all sneak y'all out some rations later and shit.
Oh, sweet Lord. He's just down by the river. Oh, down by the river. You have your riding lesson today, son.
Theodore. Yo, Dad, I told you my name's Kunta Kinte.
Yeah, yo, they gave me one of them names. I ain't taking my slave master's name. He goes, oh, shit. Dude, that's best.
Tobias.
On Juneteenth when it's abolished, he goes, yo, Dad, I ain't got to live here no more. He goes, you are my son and the heir to this plantation.
I'm going to take this elephant hunting gun and I'm going to get the fuck up out of here.
I'm going to Chicago.
I'm going to start a jazz club.
Dude, fucking the first wigger.
Dude, slave wigger.
How did that never happen?
How has it never been in the fucking... You know why? Because we're laughing at it, and as soon as you go, hey, some network, you want to make this sketch of slave wigger? And they go,
well, I don't think Panasonic would agree with that. I don't think any of our sponsors.
It's funny.
Honda or Ford or any. We need a good Twitter presence.
Can we get Chappelle back for one more sketch?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll pitch it to Neil.
Slave wigger? That should be a thing.
So back to the
slave owner's son is just going full slave.
Yeah. He goes, he's having a business meeting. He's having a business meeting in his study, and he's like, "Is that me? Or do I hear chains in the house?" And he goes, "That would be my son Theodore, who's going through a stage right now." He goes,
"Pardon me for asking, is his back all bloody?" He's like, he does it to himself.
He has his sister whip him in the basement. Black Lou,
Imagine Slave Wigger when he met Django.
Oh yeah, he goes, yo, you need a dude? You need a dude roll with you? Yo, Django, my man.
Oh, Django, yo, my pop's asleep right now. You best go up there and do something.
I'll go blah 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 blah. Yo, Leo, sexy hell. That's my brother. So back to the documentary. Please, someone.
Tobias Hayes.
Yeah. Oh, she's a cute little girl.
Yeah.
Cultural appropriation and what an SJW weird term that is to get mad about, like a white girl that wants to wear braids. You're like, what are we angry at?
Yeah, well, it seems to me that it's both sides. This fear of of yourself is just a human condition, I think. Like, people are always afraid, so they're like trying to run because, like, you notice,
they want
like
ownership. They want ownership over something.
Yeah, everyone. I think that's just the human condition, is like worrying about. You're afraid of the things that you don't really know about yourself and things that might be different from what you actually think might be. So there's like, I've noticed with the far right, you know, the way that we're talking about them with homosexuality and they're like uncomfortable with it. I think on the far left, there's a lot of white women that really can't take, like, and there's white dudes who can't take the fact that, shit, I do benefit from being a white person in a real way. So they're like, they try to micromanage it to be like, I'm stopping this white person from doing this, so I'm not as bad as them. It's like, just sit in it. You got to sit in the fact that fucking white people fucked over black people and Native Americans and people of color for a long time, and it's a little uncomfortable when you gotta fucking pay the bill.
Mexican children.
Yeah, Mexican children. And that's gonna be a thing in 15, 20 years where it's like, you're gonna be people like, I was separated at the border and that fucked me up or whatever. But it's always the reaction of the pushback's always like, ain't my fault. Ain't my fault. I didn't do it. I was up in fucking Topeka, Kansas. Why is it my fault? And it's like, dude, that's not what we're saying on anything. We're just saying.
My family was, my family came over here in the Armenian genocide, but I benefited.
Here we go.
Here we
Fake news.
No, 100%. But that doesn't change.
What if we just did Armenian genocide deniers? We became Armenian genocide deniers.
Where's the proof?
Watch me get real cultural real quick.
Where's the proof? I've seen plenty of women with hairy arms.
All right, Serge. We got it, Serge Tankian.
The point of that is, I've 100% benefited in my life by just walking around as a white woman.
Yeah,
like it doesn't, it doesn't matter like where my family's from or what they went through. Like I have white skin. I'm a white lady.
I go, huss purebloods behind your back. I'm not saying that.
But I mean, I had from those the white pride people I grew up with, where we know that I had the thing. It's like when 9/11 happened, they started calling me a sand nigger, and I'm like, I'm a Christian.
Black Lou just went to hit you.
I was called.
Oh no, not he didn't. He wasn't going to hit you for using the word. He was going to hit you for being a sand. I didn't know I was working with one.
Oh, never forget.
And then meanwhile, I have my Armenian uncles screaming about how they're Caucasian because they're all racist too.
But it really is. I mean, like. It goes back to what I was saying about like being around gays and like these guys can't be gay because it's just such a negative thing. I've even noticed living in New York, I live 2 doors down from a mosque. Ew. And it's just like, I know, listen, dude, it's what I can afford. All right. But I'm saying, I go back to
that mosque life.
Yeah. Onion? Oh, no, that's Indian. But I go back to Colorado, and some of my friends' parents who haven't left.
Smell it on you?
They smell it the second I walk in the room,
hey, you
Jay.
live in your mosque?
He goes, hey, come here. Why you smell like a rice dish that I don't know what it is? But they immediately, I've heard a couple of my friends' parents be like, well, Muslims. And you're like, do you know any Muslims at all? And then I'm growing up, I'm like, I knew one Jew growing up, but I knew like 90 Mormons because they're just rapidly reproducing right next to us. But it's about what you're around and what you're like. That's why this documentary is so great, because she does such a good job interviewing these guys. And to get back to the documentary, they all fall in love with her, and you realize that they've just never been around her. So when they talk to her, they go, well, you're my friend. I don't know how I'd hate you.
That's why these guys are all kind of swimming in their own cesspool of behavior. So it's like they're just not meeting anybody outside the box. They're able to just kind of like swarm around in their own tiny little community.
I'll tell you what, maybe it was a blessing. And before the neighborhood I grew up in went like predominantly black, I'd say like it was black. It was so much everything. Jewish, Catholic, whatever, I think the neighborhood was predominantly Jewish and black is what it was, but everyone was there, and I never overthought what anybody was on anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
that makes sense. And I never was like, well, I'm not that one because of this. I mean, on any level.
But it's crazy when you think like my grandma.
I just never thought about it.
My grandma's
they were
not.
like, when Christine was like, oh, I'm Armenian, like the fact that you think that would resonate with me in any way.
Yeah, you just be like, cool. All right, I'm Episcopalian. Like, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. I'm a registered Democrat.
I noticed that with my grandma.
I'm an audiophile.
My grandma said when I was with my ex-girlfriend and I was at Thanksgiving, my grandma goes, Dan's dating an Italian. And I was like,
that's such a weird thing.
What a weird thing to pick out. Like,
but nobody in my family, and it's funny, as far as the oldest member of my family, you would know, Christine's met my grandmother before. And if you could even picture that lady thinking anything. That said, I swear I've heard her use the term schwarzes before.
Yeah, which is, the Yiddish for
black, but I don't know if it's funny to make it a racist term, but I don't know if she's never used it in a racist term.
Can you look up if schwarze is actually a racist Yiddish term, or is it just a...
It just
means black.
Will somebody talk on a microphone?
Thank you, Lou, you audiophile.
Audiophile.
Jewish
You fuck radio.
Are you 50% audiophile?
Jewish expert Jacob, please.
Jew. We go to our Jew in the room.
Yiddish. I don't know. I think it just means black.
It just means black, or is it like...
Sure.
I'm sure it's what it means, but it's whatever it was. She's literally used it as a descriptive term.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, we have it in Armenian, it's sev, and it does just mean the color black, but when you say it, they're kind of like, if somebody's like sev, if they're like, oh, the sevs over there, it's like if they're saying sevs.
Well, look, you could also go,
like
it's
those
like,
blacks.
I'm not going there because all those blacks are there. I mean, it doesn't sound good either.
Yeah, you could call he's a black.
Well, there's a difference in tone if you say it's like, oh, it's predominantly black. If you go, oh, I'm not going there, it's all blacks.
Yeah, tone it
it's
up.
a different thing.
Yeah, the worst time you're like the black guy and somebody's like, you're racist.
Yeah. But you also can't put too much on that one. It goes, I'm not going there with all those schwarzes. Just like, wait, what?
I go like that. I go, yeah,
is that a food?
I don't know. I got on the train with a bunch of sevs.
That's a weird one.
You're not even Armenian.
Sevs.
I go, again, real big Serge Takian fan.
Christine, I had the fake excitement when she said, oh, please, are these the different words?
This is just a master list of racial slurs.
Sooty? A sooty?
Squaw? How is squaw? That's not is that a racist term?
Spick, spig, or spiggity.
That sounds like you were about to start an 80s rap.
Squarehead.
Spiggity. You went out and go,
I mean, they call a Nordic person a squarehead. It's like you could find one for every... What's a swamp guinea?
Dude, a swamp guinea is a person of Italian descent.
I thought it was just guinea.
I like swamp added to it.
Me too. It makes it way better.
Scopione?
Slopehead, slopey, sloppy, sloper.
A skinny. That's a Somali militia fighter?
What's a skippy? Shylock, I've heard before.
I've heard that too. Well, that's actually a character in a Shakespeare play, dude.
Oh,
The Merchant
Christine.
of Venice. I got my shit.
Oh, why don't we call that Albanian girl we hooked up with a shiptar?
A shiptar?
Was she Albanian?
A shiksa is a non-Jewish woman.
I'm wrong.
I know shiksa. She gets...
Yeah, shitska is an abomination, and that's what Jews call non-Jewish women.
You know what I call a sheep shagger?
A sheep shagger, yeah.
Dude, I love it's Australian for New Zealanders, and it's UK for Welsh people.
Whoever fucks sheep in your country.
A Sawney?
Yeah, Schwarz, there it is. It's literally the word black.
Okay. Sambo? That's the
only thing I've ever heard. Sambo?
Yeah.
Which is a good name.
Sambo. It's also a Russian martial art. Isn't that
Sambo?
weird?
It is, yeah, it's true.
Vladimir Putin's like, I am Sambo champion. You're like...
Let's take our first break here and come back with the actual documentary. This is what we do, everybody. We promise you breaking down a documentary, and then we just trail off into slave wigger.
Do you know that play none of it.
Do you guys know that they call Southern people a term for black people in the South is gator bait?
Yeah.
What?
I did know that.
All right. Well, I just learned it. ABC.
By the way, that's really fun. I've heard the term. Unfortunately, when I used to think the word jerry rigging was a racist term based off of jerry curl. I don't think that's true. Because before that, I heard, obviously, like an idiot being around a bunch of stupid construction idiots when I was younger. Nigger rigging. It said, wait, go up. But I didn't. What's hilarious about that is like giving you all the possible terms. Also, adjacent to that would be African engineering or Afro engineering.
Dude,
like, is that the polite way of saying a black guy blew it? I didn't realize that's a polite way to do it. He goes, look, I'm not going to get racist here, Lou, but I mean, You sort of Afro-rigged this thing.
Dude, no, that's even better when you're like, it's like you're trying to be racist and politically correct at the same time with your friend. You go, dude, there's a bunch of duct tape on the back of this TV. He goes, sorry, I had to African-American engineer that.
I had to African engineer it.
I had to African engineer that. You go, you mean, he goes,
There's not enough for Jewish, quite honestly. As a Jew,
I want to find one for like, I want to find a good, like, yeah.
I've heard Abo before.
Abo, yeah. Australians will lock up when you say that. That's why Kelly Festuca told Lewis that, and watching him learn about that word was like watching a kid unwrap presents. He was like, "Oh, what? Oh man, I can't wait to say that." Abo, 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 abo.
Abo, abo, my old friend. I've come to African engineer with you again.
Beaner, what were you going to say?
Can I see the definition for Moulignan? Because that's one of my favorites, but I never saw the actual definition.
Coolly.
I think it's the word eggplant.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's the word eggplant in Italian.
So
Moulignan.
Skin?
Yeah, black person. The word is a corruption of Melanese.
Italian word for eggplant.
Yeah. Mau Mau. Aggressive black person?
I knew that one. I knew it was eggplant. Now what's funny is now the eggplant emoji means for big black dick. When you see them put in a eggplant emoji,
take it and make it cool.
Oh, I mean, this one is not.
That's how black people handle it. They take it, flip it, make it cool.
You guys need it. There's Neri, Bengali. Oh, there's like a bunch of ones you would never understand. And Niglet is.
Let's take back Niglet.
It's the lit at the end.
Nip makes me happy too.
It makes you happy? A northern monkey? Can you go down? What's a northern monkey? Is that a Canadian? UK used in the south of England, relating to the supposed stupidity and lack of sophistication in those of the north of the country. Oh, you're a real northern monkey.
Can I tell you why I like this?
Aren't you a northern monkey?
Northern monkey.
That was the problem with the coolest monkey in the jungle shirt that came out, is that H&M's a European company, and I'm like, monkey might not be a racist black term for them. It's just used for like low class, uneducated.
Here's the thing: is it's about like what's in your heart and what's taught and what's like passed down from generations. Because, and I mean this, why I do love this, I can't ever looked this up before, is because this is born of the same thing that comedy's born from. It's what you're just trying to find. It's the comedy of words. You're trying to find. I mean, northern monkey.
Yeah,
Nignog. I mean, these are ridiculous words.
Well,
so I'm saying, like, but they are meant to insult, but they're almost meant to insult and like
Patty.
Yeah, exactly.
Packy.
Pale face.
A pale face, dude. That's great.
Pancake face.
I like.
Panhead. I've heard.
You've never heard pancake face?
Pickaninny.
Dude, pale face is the Native Americans' term for white people. They're like, I was over down by the creek, a bunch of pale faces. Yikes.
Yeah, Peckerwood, I've heard.
A
pepper or a Pepsi.
I didn't know. Calling white men small dick.
Did you? Was what?
Was Peckerwood literally black men calling white men small dick?
No.
I don't know. Upper class whites to refer to poor rural whites. It's white trash. Dude, I didn't know that pickaninny was a racist term.
I heard Peckerwood.
African American children.
I did.
All right. Well, you're so knowledgeable.
Yeah. Pick one.
Yeah, Plastic Patty, a non-Irish person who claims to be Irish. You're a real plastic patty. Oh, Sullivan, a Russian language slur for a Pole, is a pshishk.
I mean, the N-word gets appropriated so much. Prairie nigger is a Native American. I've never heard that before.
Red legs.
I've never heard that one ever.
The island's labor class whites. In Barbados, when they call you a red leg, that's a fucking term for a poor white person in Barbados.
Round eye is my favorite.
Roto, a term used in Peru.
I use round eye on stage a lot when talking to the Asian people.
Oh, dude, yeah, sorry. This old round eye's got some questions.
Where'd you find this round eye?
Sonny is a Scottish person. Local variant of Sandy. Oh, for English, he's a real Sonny.
Dune Coon?
Dune Coon, I've heard. You've never heard Dune Coon?
I have heard it before. I just forgot it.
Keep going down. Sheep Slugger? Sheep Shagger. We've already done this. Go down to T.
These are good.
Oh, these are good. A ting tong? A ting tong is a UK Chinese one. We do ching chong, they do ting tong.
Thick lips? That's just right. That's a little on the nose, don't you think?
I'd never heard black people called toads before. American prison. Oh, it's an American prison derogatory term.
Do they have, Christine, Canadian in there?
Oh, like a term for
it used to be black, right?
Well, it's not that it used to be. It's that's like the The whole, like the stupid white people code word for it. Yeah, it's the code word. He goes, oh, there's a lot of Canadians in the movie theater.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Gaijin. That's Japanese for
It's
non.
Wikipedia. We can add to the racist slurs.
What's crazy is like Gaijin, which is a term for any non-Japanese person, goes back like hundreds of years. Gaijin? Gaijin is how you say it.
I thought that was a gay Asian.
Hey, what's up? I'm a Gaijin. Hey, honey. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding-ding. I want your ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
Gora is a word used by Asians to describe a white person.
Oh,
Gora.
it sounds like someone that's going to fight Godzilla. Godzilla was a Gora.
A gubba, a hairy back,
a hillbilly.
I added that one.
Hillbilly? A hun.
Haji, half-breed.
Hunky.
Let's take our first break, and then we're way past
these are so
taking
great,
our break.
though.
This is a fantastic thing. I do a whole other episode just on this.
Just go through
all these words are so good. A Malin,
yeah,
a Mazungu.
Oh, look, Oreo made
Look
the
at all
list.
the different variations of the N-word.
Well, there you go. That's the hits. That's the one where they go. This is like songs about love.
Does it hurt you less if I call you a Nigor? Although, no, I take that back. Niggerus is royalty, so please take that out.
I've never seen Niggah.
You're a real northern monkey. It just keeps coming back to that. UK.
AH is great.
Oh, Nusuri.
Oh,
an oven dodger. I've never heard that
Jay,
one.
What?
That's on you.
Which one?
Oven dodger.
Where is it?
Right here. A
Boy,
Jew.
dude. Oven dodger?
Yeah.
Not funny enough.
Because you're Jew.
Oh, is this making
all
me-
right. God.
No, that one. You know what?
I've never heard Christine go
guys,
so
to be fair, let's take a
Armenian.
break. I gotta talk to you guys about sensitivity. Okay, I had family that was in the Holocaust, and you're gonna call me an oven dodger on the air?
At this point,
Let's
this
take it off.
this when I stub out my Winston, I go, I lost some family in Holocaust too. My great grandfather fell out the guard tower. All right, we're having fun. White power.
White power. Where would you find white power?
We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan.
On the Netflix documentary, we don't have to go to plugs. The documentary on Netflix,
White Right.
Thank you.
Knowing the enemy.
Know your enemy. Dun, 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 dun.
Dia Khan, documentary filmmaker, made this documentary about. She goes in very deep with white supremacist guys.
And by the way, the fucking balls as a Pakistani Muslim woman to go and fucking film with these guys who are straight up into the cause enough to not wear masks, to go into public, wearing fucking swastikas, carrying...
No, they're okay to make it their identity. Their identity is they are this.
Yeah, this is their identity, and that takes some fucking chutzpah, as Jacob's people would call it.
I think it takes something... I think it takes something... Like such a lost place in life to go, I want to wake up every day furious.
Your alarm clock's just getting smashed in the nuts. Ah, it's the black's fault.
Yeah, it's your alarm. There, still, out, there.
Why?
There, still,
You're not
out,
getting paid
there.
enough. You're not getting paid enough. You're not getting paid enough.
He goes, fucking Chinese.
Affirmative actions while you're sleeping in. Affirmative actions while you're sleeping in.
Robot get chlamydia twice in a year.
So let's go back to the documentary, because she goes and meets a bunch of people. I mean, I'm fine. Do you want to watch her? I want to watch the part where she's interviewing the white nationalist about when he read Mein Kampf as a teenager, because I find that part to be very interesting. I don't have a time marker.
It's a little bit into it.
It's a little bit into it, but she is interviewing a white nationalist whose name is... so this is her in the parking garage, but skip forward. Yeah, here he is. Can we find out what this guy's name is real quick up top?
Yeah.
Aha!
I'm about to meet a neo-Nazi.
Jeff. She does a great job, though, of showing them...
We're a white civil rights organization here in America. We're white nationalists. Just as Martin Luther King did for the blacks, our mission is pretty much the same.
I mean, that's just so hilarious, because you're like, yeah, blacks couldn't eat at the same restaurant. What do you mean? How are you putting that on the same level as Martin Luther King Jr. did? Also, he was a nonviolent protester.
Several things I already have a problem with right away with this, besides just the message, which is ridiculous.
Which is Jeff, what's his name, Jeff Schrepp?
Which they hand each other, they completely, Jeff Shep. they give each other titles, military titles of a military that's not existing.
I'm a commander.
So he's a commander.
Well, if it's all right with you
nothing.
guys, can you guys start calling me Commodore Dan?
This is the scary thing that's Commodore.
In on what Jay's talking about.
What's that?
And he just gave himself the name Commander.
Commander.
Loves that.
Private Batat, I don't need you talking up right now.
Can I
Welcome to the
also something?
Ensign Whiskey.
Yeah.
The amount of homemade Captain America shields that they make, like they make their own.
Well, you're jumping ahead a bit there.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. That is wow, look at his headshots. That's hilarious.
Dude, can we do our second sketch after the first wigger to do white supremacist photographer? Where you go, yeah, there it is. Work it. Show those Aryan bloodline. Oh, look at you.
It's the problem with these pre-records where we say we're going to get into this thing. I mean, how is this? There's no way we're finishing this today.
So, Chandra Pierce was a 2-part episode.
Yeah, this is going to be at least a 2-parter.
And we can get Dave Smith and Tim Dillon on in the second part.
Yes, because, I mean, how far are we already in?
Because Richard Spencer is going to be a whole
just going to this guy's thing. Commander Jeff Shep.
Dude, can we
headshots? He's got headshots.
Can we please go around the room and give ourselves military titles for the bonfire? Everyone gets to pick one. I will be Bombardier Dan Soder.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm a Bombardier. Is that a real thing? I think that's a real thing. You know what? Just call me Corporal.
First Officer Okerson.
Got it. Corporal Dan Soder. Jacob.
You have to have higher ranks than the rest of us.
What? No, it doesn't. This is an army of the people for the people. I'm Child Soldier Dan Soder. I will kill your parents.
Baby Dictator Lou Johnson.
I would love to.
Baby dictator.
Well, wait, I want to say something, though, about what's... one thing I noticed, when this Jeff guy, the Commander Jeff...
Fucking give him his title.
Commander Jeff hangs his flag up there, you'll notice the symbol is very different. It's almost like... you know, how they have the autism ribbon and the cancer ribbon now.
It's a black ribbon.
It's like a black kind of ribbon behind them. And they're doing that very on purpose. They feel... I hope this to not be true, that Donald Trump believes very much in like a white,
ethno state,
a white ethno state, and that they believe that he's addressing the issues they want to address. And so this is what I think is scary. At least when they're coming with swastikas and fucking their shields and a bunch of dudes with mutton chop, you kind of know what you're getting. Do you know what I mean? You kind of know what's scary. They're purposefully, these guys, the mutton chop guys, they can't change themselves yet. At least, unless these are the same people who become the Richard Spencers, who's a suit and tie alt-right guy. But they're changing, like they don't use the swastika anymore. They shows them in this documentary removing the swastikas from all their stuff and just putting up a different thing that's not a swastika, just to be like, no, this is different. This is real, like right now stuff.
Well, he said that he just in there. He goes, "I call myself a white civil rights activist," and you're like,
they all do, yeah.
Oh, that is crazy. And all these guys look like
We're going to vote this year, I believe. I believe whites are going to get to vote this year.
Oh, I really hope so.
Fingers crossed, guys.
The amount of arts and crafts that they do,
incredible.
Incredible.
It really is.
The homemade shields killed me.
What's even better is they all look like former employees of record stores. So if you want to know what happens when record stores went out of fucking business, all these white supremacists got a full-ass army with commanders and officers.
We have to at least get through Jeff Shep in this one, because Commander Shep. Because we have to get through him in this because he gives a lot. This is the first time you see in this documentary, which is very early into it. We're not even 15 minutes into this documentary yet, or even close. It's no, you don't have to jump ahead at all, Christine. This guy right here, like, he is the first example of none of these guys, if you're put face to face with it, with cameras on and everything like that, and you can't just be reactionary and talk at all, none of them believe anything they say. Well, and you just see every one of them pours out of them is that, like,
pain.
Dad kicked my ass, girls didn't like me, I was a loser, got beat up by kids in school.
What's so insane about that, man, is like, I remember when Twitter came out, and getting used to Twitter, because remember, it's not even fucking, is it 10 years old? How old's Twitter?
Not even.
It's probably barely over 10 years old. But to see people just tweet out like, you fucking faggot, you liberal faggot.
Almost made Dan a white supremacist.
And I mean, I'm like, I can say that whenever I want if I change my handle. I can let those birds fly? I didn't know that.
Ensign Dan?
Yeah, I go, ooh! ooh, I'm really going to crack these open. But what I'm saying is,
first mate whiskey.
There's not one. Yeah, there's not one person that's tweeting that out that's happy. That's like in a good place in their life.
What childhood?
Exactly, Corey. But I'm saying, like, if you sit down and you like tweet at Chadwick Boseman or somebody that you're like, fuck you, Wakanda ain't real, monkey, and you're like, you're not hanging that up and being like, kids, dad's home, and they're like, we love you, daddy, and he's like, how can I not have the perfect life with this?
It's distraction from your actual paramount
you're
problems.
You're sitting in shit, so you want to call someone else stinky. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what has to make you stay off of Reddit and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, listen, man, here's the thing.
You have to assume that everyone going on Reddit, even if they're not, I'm not saying they're all like basement dwelling.
Not at all.
I'm not saying they can't be successful. I'm just saying whatever they are, it's something in there where like, fuck, and instead of, especially when they go like entertainers, even as easy as going like, you're fucking talking on the radio for a living. I gotta fucking do this job I hate. So fuck, you're a piece of shit.
And while a lot of our fans will say that, and we've talked about this on the show, they're like, dude, you helped me get through work. I listen to this.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of guys that are at work. They're fucking hating it. They're listening to our show. They're picking up small things and they're going like, fuck him. Like, this guy fucking took a risk and fucking put it all on the line. He got a show. They're not thinking about that. They're just thinking, look where you are. Look where I'm at. I can tweet at this guy. You're a fucking loser. And it's like, nah. I don't think, when it finally clicked for me, when I took it off my phone, because you know me, I'm 0 to 60. And I think a lot of performers are insecure people. That's why we chose this business, is because a lot of us, I was explaining to this girl.
Make it be known. I could be very hurt by tweets and whatever. Sure, but
dude,
I won't wear it. I won't wear it at all.
But that's what these people who are sending this out, and that's what she does a great job in the documentary of doing, is going like, "Hey, this person said this to me, and this fucked me up." And that's when you see these guys start to go like, well, "I don't fucking mean it." It goes back to that fat guy in Texas that tweeted at me. He was an O&A fan, and he's like, "You better be funny." And I was like, "Fuck you, man! Don't come to the show." And he's like, "Fuck you, faggot!" And he's like, "You're not even fucking funny." And then after the show, he's like, "Hey man, I tweeted at you." And I was like, "Why the fuck would you tweet at me?" And he's like, "Oh man, I was just like joking around. I didn't fucking." And you're like, and you see how nervous and fat and sweaty he is, and he's like, ugh, and you're like, "Oh man, hey, I don't hate you. Why are you so mad?" Like, go take care of yourself. Why are you so angry? And you really realize that these people are just fucking striking out. And sometimes it is boredom. There is the outliers that are doing it for boredom or fun, or like, hey, watch me fucking piss off Amy Schumer and tweet at her like you're a fat pig. But there are a lot of guys. There's no one that's happy. There's no one that's doing what they love and fucking being out there and then also side tweeting these celebrities or fucking politicians and shit. There's just a lot of fucking anger, man. There's a lot of anger in our society, and this fucking video proves.
I feel like you're having a lot of it right now. You want to get a fake Twitter account? Start hammering some racial shit?
Oh, dude, I really want to send some.
I'm sick of getting tweeted at and talked to and tell me it better be funny.
No, but
blacks.
Jay, I'm saying what I'm trying to say is that there's empathy that goes along with that. Of like, oh man, I realize that you're upset about something that you're going on, and what's weird is you're like rattling that nerve in me that's going to make me upset, but I have no reason to be upset. I don't have no reason to be upset at you because I don't fucking know you.
Exactly. And if you had that, you would realize. Someone said to me before, he goes, "Does it make you angry how many hands you've shook after shows, probably, that were somebody who wrote to you once, like, fuck you, whatever, you suck, this one's better than you, or whatever."
Yeah.
And they go, "You mad how many hands you've shook?" I'm like, no. Because they don't mean... They mean the handshake much more than they mean that hatred. They're shaking my hand in some way for being a wall they can throw their darts at or laugh at. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's a good point.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know. And I'm a character on their show, man. That's all it is. No matter how you toss or turn. A point I was making, we're talking about, there's a possibility, I guess, on SDR's show, and maybe JWoww and Situation possibly might be coming on. And we were saying before, like, oh, let's just have Pauly D, and if we could have Pauly D, because I like Pauly D. Pauly D's the great. But then I was like, if JWoww and them come in, like, I'd like to talk to them, because I bet at the end of the day, I know it's them. I know it's a reality show. I know they're making some of these decisions. Those fights are real. Some of the things they say, I don't agree. They're ridiculous, and I think they're silly in so many ways. But if you meet them, I can still like the person and just be like, yeah, you're a good person. I don't give a shit.
Paris Hilton was an example of that when she dropped that octave and just started talking like regular people, and you're like, what?
Sure. I said, what a gem.
No, but it really was a thing where you're like, oh man, I remember back in like 2004 being like, what a stupid slut. and then you're in a room with her, and you're like, oh shit, all right, fuck, I'm dumb.
Oh, multi-million-dollar
I never had
business
that.
creator.
I never had what a stupid so as much as I had.
No,
more.
but
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm saying I didn't even have that as much as I had like we're in entertainment. You know what I mean? So again, you're going. It's fucking famous for doing nothing. They're billionaires and making all this money constantly for just being rich kids, and they are. No argument to that. But when you get in a room and have a conversation with somebody, that's why taking it so personal on the internet is a waste of time. I had to really teach myself that.
I mean, I think
I had to talk Christine off a ledge off Reddit the other day.
The rich kids, the thing we forget about rich kids is that they're being raised by wildly successful people.
Yeah.
So they're probably getting some values and inspiration, and obviously the nepotism of that. But they also are raised by people that. But everyone's
also could have grown up though very lonely because their parents
cold, raised by fucking Jamaican nannies.
Jay, I responded, there's a guy on Reddit that's so hateful towards me that it's bizarre to me because I know he's a fan of the show and he probably comes to events I produce and put on for them, but he's just very, very hateful. He probably wants to work in this world and doesn't. Oy. But I responded to something that went up like it was an internal email I saw between Jacob and Comedy Central about me going to Jay's special.
Yeah.
And she doesn't take her job seriously, she's just running off with Jay. And I responded to it, and then I checked it compulsively for 45 minutes and took it down. I was like, why am I reacting to this like these people?
She's leaving something out of that story.
Well, I talked to Jay.
but that goes back to what Jay's point is, where it's and Jay knows my philosophy is I don't check that shit. But guess what? I love that we have the Facebook group, and that's very nice. It's out there, but I don't check that shit either. Because I don't. And no offense to the Facebook group, but I say I don't check that because there is also a flip side to that of hearing too many good things and becoming insulated. Where you're like, listen, man, I go on Twitter occasionally now. I'm on Instagram occasionally now. I'm off Facebook, and it's just fucking great because you know what it is? I see you guys, and we're at work, and we create this show that's so much fucking fun that the rest of it was starting when I remember when Lewis and I were writing that show, and he's like, check Reddit. You got to go on Reddit. Just go right at him. And he took me on the Reddit site and was reading me shit when I was like, this is just making me mad.
Yeah, Lewis is leans into that a lot more than I do. No, I stay off it because, and by the way, I do go on the Facebook campers group. I look at it, but it's because, and someone said on Facebook campers group, this thing's so pussy. How about we talk about some things we don't like about the show? And then someone put up, and then people sort of put a few, and by the way, it was so funny because in that group they were saying things I don't like about the show. A lot of them stuff was I wish it was longer. I wish it was on more. I wish it was Friday show.
Stop being too nice.
No, but here's the thing. But why shouldn't you listen? Genuine criticism, I do think shows up on the campers page, and not genuine criticism with any kind of negativity at all. It was it went on too long. I thought that was a little too long or whatever.
That's fine.
I don't really give a shit about stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. I think it's show notes about things. But listen, people said before, I think it was good to hear. It's you guys are looking at listeners' naked pictures 3 times a week, way early in the show.
I remember that.
You're looking at naked pictures every week for an hour of a week of show because we can't see them. You're not putting them out, so it's kind of losing. I'm yeah, it is different than having somebody even the Howard Stern model. There's naked girl in the studio, but it's still live. You're hearing someone's reaction to it happening, and it's we're just looking at a picture. And we're not showing you the picture. I was yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, the thing that
and they're absolutely right. But let me finish. But but I think a place for just the positivity and community of I love this bit. I didn't like that one that much, but this is my favorite.
I'm cool with that.
I think that's fucking great. Reddit is a thing to make it so. I never go on it. I would never click Reddit because I'm there's no reason to see hateful shit about.
Well, here's what I was going to say is, and we'll get to your point, Christine. But for me, I've learned personally, I'm not a person that takes the internet well. I got a lot of fucking insecurities from how I was raised. Fucking, kind of being left alone.
You're tall. You're goofy looking.
Yeah, I got gigantism.
Dick's not as big as you'd like it to be.
Yeah, it's fucking
major stomach issues.
My dick is oddly thin.
Your feet are really big and disproportionate.
Thin. I poop I squeal when I poop.
Teeth make me sick, and I hate your hair.
I smell like old laundry all the time.
You were saying?
Anyways, but I just have enough. I walk around with enough insecurity that I don't need the internet to add to that tank. I'm still trying to balance it out where it's not self-destructive. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of these people are self-destructive with their insecurities, that it's boiling over, that we haven't got to the point where we've seen the damage that being disconnected to everybody can do. Just like we don't know the damage of cell phones, we don't know the damage of being fucking...
You don't think so? You don't think we've seen the damage of...
we're starting to see
people kill themselves.
Yes, absolutely, and I think that's one of the immediate ones. But I'm talking about less harsh and less permanent damage that maybe some people get anxiety more. Like, is the anxiety level up? I know my ex-girlfriend's mom was a principal at a middle school, and she was telling me about what it's like to have Snapchat at 12 years old, and these kids are fucking bullying each other online. So you go home and you can't even get away with it. And then I'm thinking back when I was in 8th grade, and I was like, man, when I left it at the bus stop, I had to have 2 hours of decompression at home alone with fucking comics and shit before I was feeling normal again. And I didn't even have it that bad. I got, you get fucking beat up, called names and shit sometimes, but you go home and you're like, without the internet, you're like, fuck that. Okay, now I'm home. My mom loves me. My friends are here.
When you're a kid, you're a different person from every environment you go into.
So
I was a different human being at home.
Yes.
When I was with my grandmom at night.
We were talking about this outside. We were talking about this outside with Isabella, where you're just saying, she's a little bit different with you than she is with Carla.
Sure.
And Christine was like, she's a different person. I was smoking cigarettes and fucking ripped shit. I was way different with my friends than I was at home, terrified of my mom, just like, I'm cool, Trish.
Or with your loving Nana.
Yeah.
You're a different person there.
I was bullied all day at school by guys, which I found out was a guy with this, thinking about it as an adult. I was bullied by the one Muslim kid in school and the one guy that had a single mother.
Yo, why don't you pluck the hairs on your back?
My God, did no one teach you how to comb your mustache?
They obviously had their own issues. The thing about Reddit that's unfortunate for me is it's like, whatever fucking narcissistic qualities I have, even the bad stuff feeds me, where I'm like, look at these people talking about me.
You're a crazy
and that's
person.
weird. But the thing that I realized...
Christine goes, so that's pretty creepy.
So that's pretty creepy in its own, is I'm getting fed. Me and Kim Congdon were talking about, like, you get fed, you're like, what are these animals saying about me?
No.
But the other side of it...
eyebrow.
The other side of it is
I found her online all these years later.
Hey, bitch should wear a burqa to cover her face and laugh.
You're the
The thing that was super eye-opening about the people on Reddit was somebody I don't know came to my defense on one of the threads.
And now you're leaving Jay for them?
Well, no, the guy was like, he's like, thanks, Christine. This is all Christine creating fake accounts and responding. I'm like, oh my God, in this fan's head, because he is a fan, I'm creating fake accounts online to defend myself on Reddit?
Although this right here would be the best cover for actually doing it.
I mean, now, you just built a fucking
I just built it, but it really made me realize, I'm like, these people...
Am I crazy enough to do that? No. Right?
She goes, I wouldn't troll Dan. My email did get hacked. I'm getting a lot of emails to my website that say I need to stop doing voices.
But when I read that, like this guy thought that I was like, oh man, this guy's like fucked up and lonely.
Yeah,
like that sucks. Yeah. And I just kind of, actually hilariously,
you don't even
know if it's lonely.
It's just unhappy.
It's unhappy with something.
That was the point that I was saying about these documentaries. You start to realize when you see all of these guys that there's not one of them that's like, fucking love myself, I'm a good dude, pillar of the community, and also we need to keep our white ethno state.
Oh, aside from this, I do botany.
Yeah, he goes, actually, I do gardening in the inner city. I show these kids that they can actually grow something where a lot of things are torn down. Also, don't touch them because they're black. Gross.
I'm a vegan chef. Also,
I raise injured dogs.
Protestants.
He goes, three-legged dogs. I started a foundation where we actually give their owners scooters for their butts so they can carry themselves around. Also, Jews are the devil.
There's something to this where it seems like they feel like and it's oddly similar. There's some parallels with feminism where there's a difference between...
Well, those bitches are crazy.
Well, there's a difference between wanting to be treated as an equal on your strengths and then also feminists where I'm like, wait, do you just want to be like the matriarchy? Like you want to turn it around so women are on top? And I think white men are scared, like these white men are scared that like the black man's going to come to power and enslave them because because of all the hurt they caused them. Like they have this weird fear that they're going to be taken over and captured.
Hold on, Black Lou just turned around like she just gave up black people's plan.
I also
like he turned around like, bitch, this bitch saying it on the radio.
I also feel like you rarely see somebody who, if they're into this, it's so like a distraction of their life to be 100% that. Like if they're covered in tattoos, you never see a white supremacist covered in tattoos that aren't all some way relating to, the eagle, America, or just flat out like racial violence, swastikas, all that kind of shit. It's never ever like swastika on one peck and like the Buffalo Bills, like that symbol on the other side.
First off, I believe in a pure white state. Also, fucking Bills Nation.
Bills Nation.
Thurman Thomas is the best north to south runner ever.
I mean, for a nignog.
Yeah.
Sorry, hate to use Wikipedia terms on you.
Sorry, TT.
Can I just say I somewhat understand where these guys are coming from.
Oh, dude, are you going to be the first black white supremacist?
Look.
How long have you been married to this white girl for?
You brought us over, and we took over.
Yeah.
And I can see you bring not you, Dan.
You trying to get me all fired up? I go, hey, you know what, Lou?
Wait, Lou, point that finger again.
Yeah, and he goes, you took it. And I go like this. I go, I start getting all into it. I go, that is true. Y'all did take over.
Black Lou points at me, and I just worm it to you and go, oh, what?
But you know what I mean?
You brought us here. He's talking to you, man.
And I go like this. No, God.
Oh, Paul left.
So
great.
In the white supremacy style of like books where they talk about bringing black people here, I mean, it basically backfired. It was their Planet of the Apes, and it backfired.
Yeah.
And, to go from slavery to presidency, they don't like that.
Well, are you saying eventually we're going to have a black Abraham Lincoln statue? Oh, my God.
What the hell happened?
What?
Again, it's all fear-based crap.
Get off my land, you damn dirty Schwarzer.
You release it from my cold, dead head. Let's go back to the interview with Commander.
We have 10 minutes.
Commander Jeff.
We've done nothing on
Guys,
this.
shut up. Commander Jeff's got some shit to say.
Western civilization in general is under a full assault. A lot of statistics are saying that the whites are going to be a minority here in this country. Our stance has been...
Oh, great.
Like
I get to do this joke when I do stand-up. When that happens, I get to go, well, you guys ain't seen a white person yet? Oh, man, I'm going to take so much corny black jokes and turn them into white jokes. When we become the minorities, y'all could suck this pink dick. I'm going to go, kick it. I go, oh, man, look at all these black people up in here like this. Oh, no, who's the white guy? Kick ass.
I walk up into this all-black tea party, turn around, see my white ass. Oh, kick ass.
Oh, y'all's afraid to leave a sister around a pinky like me, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be all like this. I'm going to fix her dick. Kick ass.
Black people all be like, I'm going out apple picking. I'm like, I think white people picked enough apples in our day. Am I right now? Kick ass! Oh! Cut it off! I ain't scared of y'all.
I ain't not no more.
I ain't scared of y'all black people no more.
But we got to talk as white people. I'm not scared of you.
I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid anymore.
White Def Jam. You go, oh, fuck. Black people be all like, hey, man. You got to flip it.
Oh, it's hilarious. I went into an all black restaurant the other day. They were having tea, and then my white ass walks in, and they're all like, "What? Kick ass! Cut it! Oh. I'm not afraid of you anymore."
Did you ever come back from the bathroom and black guys are sitting in your seats, and you're all like, "Hey, man, that's my seats. I have the tickets for that." And they're all like, "I'm not moving." I'm all like, "Kick ass."
And then I said, I'm going to get the manager. Kick ass. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
It's all white people shit. Oh, man, you ever find a hair in your salad and you're all like, who the fuck's the manager? Kick ass.
Oh, what I'd like is for you to take it off my bill. Kick ass. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Yeah. No, then you get the flight, and then you check your email, and you realize you didn't get the mileage that you were promised when you bought the flight, and you call them up. I'm going to need to speak to a superior. Kick ass. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
I'm going to use all my Delta dollars. Kick ass. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
I can't eat that late. Kick ass.
We're going to take another break. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Great sex music.
Yeah?
Great sex music.
Prove it to me.
I'll just get over on that couch.
Let's go full throttle.
Oh, everyone here can keep a secret, bro.
Why didn't that thing have a bunch of names for homosexual of different races?
Homosexual is not a race.
No, Wikipedia.
It's
I know.
racial slurs. You want me to look up gay terms?
Well, not yet.
Well,
we have to watch something of this documentary.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. It's a Lost Tapes, and this is a two-parter. This is we're just going to say it right now. It's at least a two-parter. We're going to have guests come on and talk about the rest of the documentary. We were getting into the background, setting all this up, and we still haven't even gotten to Commander Jeff's interview. And listen, I say this as an admiral of the Bonfire Navy. We'd definitely be a Navy.
As the first mate?
You're not the first mate, dude. You're the you would be the Commodore. I'd be the Admiral.
Oh, can I have a jacket with a big bird on it?
Dude, you're going to have one of those hats. One of those George Washington-ass hats.
A crazy, silly hat.
Oh, man. All I want a scope to go... take a look. You go, that is the Empire State Building.
First mate, do you see land?
Laser eyes. Does see it. But let's get back to Commander Jeff, because the interview gets interesting because he's trying to do his point, but then...
Commander Jeff, can we go hurt black people today?
He goes, I don't know, did you do your push-ups? But she brings up an interesting question where he starts talking. She looks into his past and she realizes that as a teenager at 13 years old, he read Mein Kampf, and he said that's what kind of got him into lifestyle. And it gets very interesting when if you want to go to that clip.
Do you want to move forward to that interview?
Or just hit play?
No.
No, that's in the next interview where they're at her house. So
then just keep play. We'll just watch us all the way through. I thought we were at that point.
He says his movement is growing. Partly, he says, because of Donald Trump.
A lot of the things that he was saying, build a wall, stop illegal immigration, bring back American jobs. So he was saying things that could have been right, a lot of things that were right out our playbook that we've been saying for years.
Playbook.
We've been
I like that there's a white supremacist playbook. He goes, hey, I'm going to need hate spics on 3. Fly right, blacks are monkeys, we'll do it on 2. Ready?
Sweet 42, blue. Go back to Africa!
Yeah, go
back to Africa!
What's their Omaha?
Back to check down!
What's their Omaha? They're like, moon cricket!
Blue gums!
Oh, dude, white supremacist playbook. It's so good. I need a ching chong sound left, too. He goes, bunch of goddamn mudbloods. He goes, Jews are pigs, wheel route.
Money grubber! Yeah.
Penny pincher on 2. Ready, whites.
Yeah. Panhead. Audible.
He goes,
Audible.
Zipper head. Trying to draw them off sides. All right, back to Commander Jeff. Sorry to interrupt, Commander Jeff.
With our talking points finally appearing in the White House, nationalism has become more mainstream.
Jeff hates the idea of multiculturalism. He thinks it's part of a plot against the white race.
I think it goes back to the Zionists and the Jews. Jews control all the media.
Jacob. I look over at Jacob. He does what did I do?
We sort of said it a bunch of different ways today also, but this guy, this represents one thing for him only: a purpose and an otherwise purposeful life. Yeah. Some people are not content to be like, hey, my job is I manage a CVS and I go home and I have a wife and a kid. You know what I mean? It's like this guy wants to be like, no, I'm changing shit.
Yeah.
And you're not.
Because even when you get to Richard Spencer, he echoes the same exact thing where he's like, I'm changing things.
Richard Spencer might be an ongoing...
I'm excited that we're going to have our guests for that.
Yeah, there might be an ongoing thing because that guy, and I say very confidently, is a full-blown fruit.
Fantasizes about Dick.
He's a full-blown gym bunny. Thanks, Christine.
Oh, God, he's a real friend of Frankie, if you
know
what I mean.
He's a real donut puncher / muncher. Oh, he's a friend of Frankie.
He's a real light in the pants.
He's a jobby jabber.
I was going to say he's a knob jockey, but if you want to call him that. Oh, he's a marmot miner?
Oh, totally.
Oh, dude.
I mean, a real muscle Mary.
Oh, dude,
an Oklahoma. A payaso, if you will.
Oh, I love a nice poof.
A bean queen?
Oh, a chicken queen, even.
No, I would say a dinge queen.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to get dingy down there. Or maybe a little pissy queen.
Oh, he's a real turd burglar.
My favorite sperm gurgler.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
These are great, Wooly.
You know, a shit stabber.
Turd burglar.
Yeah, that's a turd
sperm gurgler and a turd burglar.
Oh, you're a real turd burglar. I haven't heard that legitimately since 8th grade.
Turd burglar.
I remember that. Fucking.
By the way, for bisexuals, there's just one switch hitter. Like, is that it?
Is that for androgynous intersex people? It's a Hermie.
For transgenders, you get cunt boy or dick girl. Which, by the way, I stand by both of those. A cunt boy or dick girl.
Gender neutral ginger beer.
A ginger beer.
A Molly and Tommy at camp. Go back up to turd burglar. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I want to get the spelling. I want to get the spelling on that right.
Yeah, I go. It is 2 words. Okay, back to the documentary.
Jay, a Harry Hoofter.
Jay, it's me writing it on my hand with my pen.
Turd burger. I write myself little notes so I don't forget at night.
I go when I go look at my hand. Turd burger.
Hey, dude. Turdberg.
friend forever.
I don't know why the racial ones are listed as slurs and these are just listed as slang terms.
Oh. Yeah, that's hilarious. Not even slurs. No, this is all cool shit.
Oh, dude, me and my boyfriend called each other turd burglars.
Although you couldn't call someone a shit stabber and really be angry about it.
You go, you fucking. Also, it does sound like
Steve's over there stabbing shit, so we got to find our own ride.
But gay guys also have this like fun energy about them, where there could be a thing where he's like, he's the real turd burglar, and you're like, oh yeah. You bitch, Renee.
That's Renee, my new Montreal boyfriend.
Oh, he is the real. He goes, what's this guy? I'm an international sperm burglar.
Shut up, you turd burglar. He's a turd heist holder.
So, let's go back to Commander Jeff.
And they're pushing this agenda that we should all mix together, and I think it's to dumb down the population and to make us easier to control.
Hold on. Oh, you mean the more successful people are trying to fuck us to make us dumber? The Jews that have all the money and are so successful are trying to make multiculturalism so we can fuck them and have more money?
It's just I feel like the bulk of the volatile hatred is just in these like poor shithead schnook guys that fall into it.
Yeah,
you know what
the
I mean?
followers, not the
the
leaders.
violent like hatred of it, because it's the same thing. Like I love watching something like this, even for my own self-righteousness of it. It's to go, it's like, if you ever wonder, you're like, oh shit, like, is it like, am I a racist because I was like, hey, you want to go walk through Harlem at 2:00 in the morning? And I'd be like, no, it scares me. That sounds like a scary thing to do. And it's like, is that because am I a piece of shit racist? It's like, no, this guy's a Jew. Shit racist. Yeah, what a Jew. That is a very Jewish thing to say.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying, though? It's like to see, you're like, oh no, Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, there's people, these guys are preaching volatile hatred.
Yeah.
And it's also
I think what I'm expressing is a genuine fear. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, if I'm being one white guy walking around this scary it's a scary situation.
But just if you take,
and who's out at 2 a.m. in any neighborhood is probably not always the people you want to meet with.
Call someone a racist just because race is an element of the situation, I think is that's just generalizing, and that's making an easy point. Yeah.
But there's not enough of this.
Exactly.
The thing is, like, I've definitely said before, no, Jay, you're pretty, like, that's pretty racist. You know, it's like, even if it's like a joking thing, I'm like, I don't think I'm minorly racist.
Well, I think some people can take jokes, because again, jokes are interpretations, or they can take jokes as like, oh, does that have a racist origin to that joke? And most of the time you're like, no, I'm saying this because it's so silly and there's no way I would believe in that racism that would link the
in any argument I've had, that when someone, that's why I said I hate the apologies, have you ever said the N-word like in anger? And I'm like, I have. The same way, if the same thing that happened to me from somebody that was like a white guy, I'm still going for, I just want to, what are the hateful words? Then I'm like, he's a faggot.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's a word where a lot of the time they call
his mom and all. I'm just going for I'm just going to the visceral. I'm going to cut.
But also, what they always say is when you're like, oh, well, I don't call gay people faggots. I call people I'm mad at. Then the community will be like, well, you're putting gay people in a position where they're going to get injured, and you go, now who's injuring them? The dumb people, the people that fall in line with this shit, the dumb people that hear these guys talk fuck and believe it and go, someone else is saying it, now I can thumbtack my hatred of myself onto this and create an enemy, a straw man that I can fucking hate, and now I can take that straw man and go out into the streets and be like, it's because of fucking this guy that I suck. And it's like, wow, do you see that it's just because you suck? That's like, I find it interesting, that Jordan Peterson guy, a lot of the left hates, like, and they're like, he's a fucking alt-right. You would like read these reviews about Jordan Peterson, and then you listen to him on Rogan's podcast, and you're like, this guy, what? This guy's like telling people, like, he's this soft-spoken Canadian guy where he's like, I don't want to use a word I'm forced to use. You got to clean up your own mess. You got to be your own self, you know. And then like a lot of liberal people, he's got the 12 Rules for Life book, but he says things like some women want to be wives. So what happens is liberal people are like, he's anti-trans, he's anti-women, he's anti all this stuff. And then Jordan Peterson is very eloquent clinical psychologist, goes on and it's like, no, I don't have a problem with trans people. I have people that are using language as a force of bullying, and it's this argument where it's complex, and it's an argument that is something that can be a conversation, but in the age we live in,
so complex.
It's so complex. In the age we live in,
that's the thing. It's complex,
and both sides get this wrong. Liberals and conservatives both get this wrong. That nuance is completely lost. So conversation breaks down there because people are just yelling their little tidbits of what they know. Where they're like, "You're conservative. You hate gay people," and conservatives are like, "Liberals, you want to take all the money and spend it on drug addicts," and it's just fucking people shouting at each other in this weird echo chamber. There's a great article in Rolling Stone magazine about how Facebook kind of fucked up the landscape of journalism. How Facebook came in and Facebook doesn't want to admit this because they're $1 billion company, but they siphon the stories to you that you want to hear. So all the news that you're getting in your news feed, and they talk about specifically when Facebook created the news feed, they were putting in these articles that you got where you're like, oh shit, okay, cool. Well, now it just reinforces your fact where you're not hearing another point that might give it nuance and create a conversation. That's what I'm saying, is that conversation, the art of the conversation has kind of been lost in the internet age.
Yeah, and there's also with everything going on, there's no more like sticks and stones may break my bones. There's nothing to these people where you go like, hey, when somebody's calling you a name to try to hurt you and you let yourself be hurt by it, you're giving them exactly what they want. I don't get upset when people call me a cunt, a bitch, all these different things. I'm like,
when you don't get my coffee.
It's true, right? It's true.
I mean, I say it right to her face. You got to give me credit for that.
But there's
She does not respond the way you'd hope.
There is like a disarming to it.
I'll tell you what, there's still dishes in the sink. You go to my house right now, there's dishes in the sink, so the names have helped nothing.
Also, this is all more than race. It's low-class dummies because these fuckers are the same as the Bloods and the Crips, and it's like weird low-class gang culture. It's wanting to be a part of something to have control and power.
I'll say it again, man. That fucking that Black Jeopardy where they had Tom Hanks on it, and you're like, that's great. It's a great way of showing how like poor white people and poor black people get, like have paranoia about government, paranoia about all this shit. There's more similarities, but there's not money in similarities. There's money in splitting and fucking.
There's money in dividing people.
Yeah,
and that's what all these people are doing. That's
why do you think Facebook is a fucking $1 billion company and originally it was just supposed to see who liked to play beer pong?
Who was dating who in college?
Yeah. I don't know. This is a fucking deep subject. Are we supposed to take a break, Jacob?
We're to wrap, buddy.
Do we have to wrap already?
We're wrapping this sumbitch up.
But it is.
Go back to the Netflix video.
The Chappelle special was great when he said he's like Trump talking to like low class white people. Like Trump doesn't give a fuck about low class white people just as much. Like he cares about rich people because he's rich, and that's the thing too. It's like we're not talking. This is not a racial divide.
Yeah. Well, it is.
I mean, it's a racial divide, but it's actually like a class divide.
If we go back to Commander Jeff, I think you'll know that your Armenian mouth is running way too fast. I'm kidding.
Do you ever question yourself and think, what if all of this that I'm doing and all of this that I think, what if it's wrong?
That doesn't really come into play very often in my head. I really haven't questioned if I'm doing the wrong thing.
Bullshit. There's no way.
I believe that. I believe his question was
really?
If you're
that committed that you have that,
there's
like,
so many holes in it. If you question it at all, this has to be a blind. It's a complete distraction. It's the same way you don't watch wrestling and constantly question. He goes, it's fake. oh, he probably fell by putting his hands down early there. You just go into it. You go, I'm in. I'm a fan. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. That's a great analogy. Yeah, it really is. It's very similar to professional racism's professional wrestling.
If you go down, he goes, well, what about it's like
Yeah.
You know, I know you put a bunch of swastikas and a commander badge on that shirt, but, you know, it's like a very nice lady, blah, 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 who mended that shirt. You know,
Jewish.
You know, whatever, exactly. You know,
Jewish tailor.
And you look at, he goes, and she knew that she knows you're in the white nationalist movement, but she has to make a living, and she just did it, and was like, you know, I hope he wears it in good health. And if he goes like, well, maybe what this documentary does as we move forward on another episode, we'll see.
The next
It's just that. It's like, well, you're my friend now, Muslim lady. You came here and you were nice and respectful to me. It's like, well, so would the majority of people like her. You know what I mean? Like her circle of people, her friend, are going to be like, because people draw people like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't have any friends who I'd be like, I wouldn't hang out with anybody that I'd call a friend where I was like, yeah, but sorry, Black Lou, but like we're doing the barbecue there, so you can't come. I would never have that in my life where I have to worry about that. I'd go, all my friends can go anywhere I go.
What were you saying?
I completely understand what you're saying. And I know of a person that has big barbecues at their house that I probably would never show up to.
Yeah.
In Long Island. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's...
That works in radio.
Yeah, I could see.
But
no, I'm the fucking racist.
Not you, Doug. You have great barbecues.
Negro.
But,
well, no,
and if it's the same person we're thinking about, though, I don't think there'd be an issue with you going. Do you know what I'm saying? It's also barbecues that I don't go to. We're talking about. I'm saying if I was like, hey, we're doing a barbecue. It's like, we do it at my friend Wayne's house.
Dude, what if Wayne was
I wouldn't have a thing at Wayne's house if anyone was being kept out. Goes, no, not that kind of person.
Yeah,
not that. I could say I'm not that person because like I have a problem with that person. You know, I've definitely have friends who butt heads. You know what I mean? But it would never be on like a. No, it actually still grosses me out that you hang out with Black Lou, so you can't come here. I'd be blown away by that.
Black Lou, I'm sorry, man. I was gonna have you over for WrestleMania, but Vecchione just can't stand
He's the one.
Fact
He's my one.
He says, you know, no nignogs. that's not my mouth. That's Vecchione's mouth.
That is from Vecchione's mouth. That'll be the last words we have on the bonfire today, everybody.
We'll be back with part 2 next week on the Lost Tapes.
That'll be next week. Yeah,
you know I love you. At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Go to bigjcomedy.com to see all of his upcoming tour
dates. Go
to
vossroast.com.
Hell yeah. Fuck our plugs this week, man. Go to vossroast.com to see easily one of my favorite nights in comedy, man.
Great.
It's very rare that I get the opportunity to feel back like I'm an open micer watching my favorite comics fucking, you know, like I did when I moved here in 07. And that Voss Roast, man, I sat on the stairs of the Underground and it was fucking awesome. Jay killed. Everyone killed, man. DeRose had a great set. Bobby, Colin, Judy Gold, Jim Norton, Bonnie is the roast master. VossRoast.com. Go fucking buy it. It really is like, if you're an old O&A fan, if you're an old Tough Crowd fan,
you're going to like it. It's good vibe.
It's fucking great.
Dan's going to be at the Punchline, San Fran, on July 19th through Saturday, July 21st, and then the Comedy Works in Denver, Colorado, the 26th. Hello? 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 The 26th through the 28th. That's the Comedy Works in Denver. Danny Comes Home tour. For tickets and all the tour dates, go to dansoder.com. Also, make sure, everyone, the best of the Bonfire that's been airing on your Fridays here on SiriusXM is now available as a podcast.
Yeah.
Download and please subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Let's get those numbers up. Let's let them know we're doing something good and the people are liking it. You can download that on Apple Podcasts and wherever else you download podcasts. And follow us, as always, Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Dan Soder, I love you as always.
Smash some merch.
We'll be back with some live shit next week and part 2 of this. We won't make you wait long.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.